I want to share this insight that I had at the sauna this morning. I was on my last round and I looked at the hourglass and there was a few minutes left. And I thought, I can manage this. And while I was waiting, I noticed that I was actually rushing time. I didn't want to stay there that long. And so I was actually trying to force time to go quicker. And in that process, I noticed that I was breathing heavier than normal. I was also feeling restless. Of course, there was a physiological process happening at the same time because I was in a heated room. But this was on top of what was naturally happening to my body. And so I thought, okay, let me just allow time to help me get there. But I didn't do that. What I did next was to try and slow down time. And when I tried to do that, it became incredibly difficult for me to even stay in the room. It almost felt like not that time didn't exist, but I didn't exist. I couldn't exist. I realized that often we end up negotiating with time, whether that's conscious or unconscious. At least in that moment, I was either chasing time or trying to stop time. And I realized that actually I'm not in a relationship with time. I'm always negotiating with time. And I thought, then how do I really be present to time? And then what came to me was my breath and my heartbeat. Somehow, in this mysterious way of life, my heartbeat and my breath is actually beautifully in sync with time. I'm not in control of it, in fact. And when I can just come back to these two experiences that are very part of me and help me to be present here and now, then somehow I feel like I'm actually what we call in the flow or even surrendered. And so here's something to reflect or contemplate as to how often are we trying to chase time or even slow down time or stop time. And in doing so, how much energy is your body expending without even our knowledge? And what do you notice when you are chasing time? What happens in your body? And what do you notice when you're really wanting time to slow down or even stop? What happens in your body?